What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Arie, and in this one I'm going to be talking about some of the main reasons why I personally think you're not making any sales, you're not making any progress, and quite frankly why you're getting stuck with dropshipping, okay? And this is something that has happened to me. This is something I've personally experienced and dealt with over the lifetime of my dropshipping career. So trust me, I have some great insights as to what can help you overcome some of these adversities, okay? First things first, please don't mind my hair. My hair is extremely obnoxious right now. I need to go get a haircut as soon as possible before this event. I don't want to look like a scrub, so I will do that probably today or tomorrow. And as you can see, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful out today. It's just amazing. So I'm actually probably gonna go skate too. But anyways, guys, that's not the point of the video. I guess let's just get right into it. So I'm gonna just start right away with something that I want to start overall, okay? So you know how there's been, people have been starting, the 1099 challenge or whatever for exposing fake gurus and stuff like that. I want to start a challenge too, okay? So you guys gotta help me out with this one. So I'm gonna start a challenge called the Take Action Challenge, okay? And the Take Action Challenge, what it entails is essentially, after every single video you watch, whether it's mine, whether it's whoever else's it may be, go out to your store and implement whatever you just learned into your store. Or if you learned something dumb, just go to your store anyways and do something that you think will help you get a customer. Let me just give you some examples. If you're running Facebook ads already, but you just haven't been experiencing any sales, you could go and look at your data, for example. Instead of watching another YouTube video about why you didn't get a sale or how to get your first sale, how about you actually go and look at your data, make sure your columns are set up correctly. I'll put the video right here if you haven't set them up correctly, but that's actually extremely important. And what you're gonna wanna do is look at your data. So are you getting a lot of link clicks? So are people interested in your product? That's the first question you have to ask yourself. Because if you're getting a lot of link clicks, a lot of traffic to your store, that definitely means there's an interest in the product. So that's a good sign. That also might mean that your ad copy is performing well. And your picture, your video, whatever you want to do, which I do recommend you do a video, but I understand not everybody has the means to make a video. So do what you can, but trust me, you'll probably see more success with a video. But anyways, so look at the traffic, see exactly what's going on. Obviously, if you're using my strategy and you're targeting, a broad amount of countries, you're gonna get a lot more traffic than you would if you were only targeting, the US, for example. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, guys, because traffic is good overall. And trust me, some of my best retargeting audiences have been audiences where I make a custom audience of the people who have visited my site but have not added to cart. And those are they perform amazingly. I set them at $3 budgets, and they run forever and ever, and they always make me money in the background. That's a great way to pad your numbers a little bit and make sure that you're always gonna remain at least a little bit profitable. It really helps. If you want to know more about retargeting, I'll link that video right here, and you can go check that out. I go kind of in depth into one of my stores that I show, so you can kind of learn a little bit more about that. But anyways, so that's the first thing, guys. Analyze your traffic. Now the second thing you're gonna want to look at is obviously your add to carts and initiated checkouts. So like I said, those are all parts of the columns that I like to set up. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you go watch that video. If you're getting a lot of initiated checkouts and abandoned carts, now what you have to realize is there is an interest in your product. You're driving traffic to your store successfully, so that's obviously a good thing. But something about the landing page itself, it could be your price, it could be that customers don't trust your store, it could be that the site speed is very, very slow, it could be that whenever they click the add to cart button, they get a pop-up, like it's really obnoxious, maybe they can't even find the add to cart button, and when they do, they just get turned off by your add to cart page or something. There's so many different reasons why they could be leaving after adding to cart. But if you notice that there's a lot of that, make sure you go through your whole entire sales funnel, which is, from the customer arriving in your store, seeing your ad, going to your store, and then, pulling the trigger on a purchase, and determine where, something is going wrong, okay? That's very important, because I've had this happen to me where, I've made the mistake of starting ads without checking the full sales funnel. And if you don't check the sales funnel, the full thing, a customer could be getting stuck at the checkout for a reason that you were not expecting. So let me just give you an example. The start of Trend Cove. Okay, so Trend Cove, you guys know, it's the store that I showcase on my channel. that I started from zero. So the first day of running ads for the store, it actually did really well. But halfway through the day, for this first day, we weren't getting any sales. A lot of initiated checkouts though, so I was like, wait, that's weird. Why aren't people pulling the trigger? What is going on? So then I went and checked the checkout and fulfilled all the information for like shipping and everything and pretended to ship it to myself. And then I look and the shipping rate is set at $20 for some reason. I did not mean for that to happen. You know, that's an easy mistake to happen where you don't really set any shipping rates. You completely forget about that step. And you know, it happened to me very recently, like I said. And you know, your customers could be getting charged an obscene amount for shipping, or just they don't even have shipping available to their countries or something because of the shipping settings that you have chosen. So those are the little things that I'm talking about, guys, that you just, you know, you might be neglecting because you're just not focusing on making sure everything is running smoothly. So before you run any ads, before you run any Instagram promotions, whatever you're doing to get customers, make sure you're checking the whole funnel and making sure every step of the way is working perfectly, okay, and smoothly. And this is a perfect example too of what I always tell people, like in the Facebook group, even on my channel obviously, or people that I coach, that you have to be aware of your data. You have to be on top of your numbers at all times in terms of your ads. You have to be looking at every single thing that's going on to determine what to do next, okay? That's kind of the thing. And that's why I'm saying once you do figure this stuff out, like we have, you can kind of just sit back and outsource every process of a store and only look at the ads, which in my opinion is kind of fun. So that's what my friend Tyler does, for example. You know, we're partners on both of these stores, and what he mainly does is just looks at the ads, determines which ones to cut, which ones to scale, and then creates new ads accordingly. And that's how we've been able to drive our store from literally 0 sales to over $270,000 in sales within a span of almost 4 months, which is ridiculous, guys. That's insane progress. I don't think anyone else on YouTube is seeing that type of progress. Yes, guys, this is the year to date, so January 1st, 2018 to April 22nd, and as you can see, we have made insane progress. 1.1%. The conversion rate is 6.2%, which is awesome. And yeah, guys, I just wanted to show this as proof. A lot of you guys sometimes don't believe me, and it's totally fine. I don't want you guys to follow fake gurus, so hopefully this helps. Alright, bye. And literally that's our secret. We just stay on top of the data. We always consistently make new ad sets and also cut old ones that are not performing well. That way we can consistently see results and consistently see sales even if we're not necessarily working, okay? So it's perfect. It's an awesome business model and an awesome way to do things. Obviously, you have to get to that level first, and the first step is to make your first sales and whatnot. So what I encourage you to do, guys, after you watch this video, after you leave, stop watching so many YouTube videos. The other thing here, and you know, I've mentioned this in a previous video too, is you seriously might be watching just too many YouTube videos. And the reason why I say this, guys, is not out of just like, I'm not trying to be condescending or anything, because trust me, I've been a victim of this as well, of getting stuck in the YouTube cycle. So here's what happens. You know, you watch a video, you found one little golden nugget in a 10-minute video, and you know, you just spent 10 minutes watching that whole video, and then you're like, okay, well, I learned something cool. Let me hop onto this other video that has a catchy thumbnail, a big number that somebody made at 17 or at 16, at 14, whatever it may be, and you click it, you get stuck in that video, and then the next one and the next one, and before you know it, you've spent 2 hours watching YouTube videos and you haven't done a single thing about it. So guys, this is a huge issue, and this is something that has been like, you know, becoming more and more of a problem in these past few months, I would say, where a lot more people, including myself, have decided to start channels around their dropshipping businesses or their dropshipping journeys. I do think that's awesome, but I do think a lot of these channels are misleading and just kind of beat around the bush. That's why I'm trying to really encourage you to, instead of watching multiple YouTube videos at a time, maybe watch 1 or 2 and then go implement what you learned. Or if you didn't learn anything from it, don't think that maybe the next YouTube video will teach you something, because it's likely not going to teach you anything that you can actually use for your business, your dropshipping business. That's not always true, guys. I mean, obviously there's a ton of valuable information on YouTube. I myself try to be a leader in terms of providing like valuable, actionable content. So hopefully you appreciate that and hopefully you see that. But at the same time, I don't want you to watch video after video, even if it's my own videos, because that's going to be very counterintuitive, very counterproductive overall, and you're not going to make much progress. And like I said, guys, I've fallen victim to this myself, and that's why, you know, my journey's been quite long, and most of my success has come from the past 8 months, I would say. But I've been doing this for almost 2 years. So if you think about it, you know, I spent almost a full year and a half just pretty much doing nothing, you know, like not making much progress. And the thing that saved me truly is my partner, guys. I'm not gonna lie, like that's why I'm very thankful for him, and I kind of try to include him in everything I do, because guys, like my partner is the complete opposite of me. I try to learn every single thing that I needed to know before taking action, and I was kind of, you know, like I said, a victim of the YouTube cycle. And I was watching a ton of free videos and I was like, man, this is kind of cool, a lot of cool information, but it really wasn't good information. So now what happened was my partner is the complete opposite. He doesn't watch any YouTube videos. Even when I tell him, yo, watch this YouTube video, it's super valuable, he won't do it. Sometimes he will, but it's totally fine. He just takes action on everything. He goes and makes the ads no matter what. He follows his logic. You know, we stick to a certain way of doing things, and it has worked so well for us. Obviously, you know, that's why I do encourage you guys to go find partners if you can. If you can't, that's fine. But it's really nice to have two, you know, like-minded people, but that also have different opinions and different ways of doing things. It really, really helps, guys. Like I said, that's what really helped me kind of escape the cycle of trying to learn everything, because that's just simply unrealistic. You're never gonna make progress that way. I'd much rather you just stop watching YouTube videos and you set all your ad sets at like $2 a day. It's gonna be like the slowest thing in the world, but so what? At least you're doing something, you know? At least you're looking at data, at least you're getting used to the platform. You're making progress, guys. You need to stop watching YouTube videos so often. Maybe watch a few a day. Maybe treat it as like an exercise, you know, like a dropshipping exercise, you know, like once a day, watch a YouTube video watch YouTube videos for an hour. But then after that, you're just gonna be doing things on your store. That's all you're gonna be focusing on. And that's what I'm trying to encourage you guys to do. That's what the Take Action Challenge is all about. I want you guys to take action as soon as you leave this video. Don't watch another one of my videos. Don't go to another video and watch another video. Just go to your store and look at your store, look at your data, look at your traffic, look at whatever you need to look at of your product description. Are you actually satisfied with that description? Do you think your ideal customer would actually buy with that description? Is it really compelling to them? Do you have reviews? Do you have social proof? Do you have a guarantee? Is your shipping, you know, free? Is your shipping a flat rate? You know, what do you think would work best? Are you testing it? Do you have a discount banner in your checkout? If you don't, you know, test having one. If you do have one, test not having one, and maybe that could increase your conversions. You know what I'm saying? Like, really start getting into your store instead of getting into YouTube channels, okay? And I know that's counterintuitive, like I said, because I myself provide content, but that's why I'm trying to encourage you to kind of get out of that cycle, because it has truly, truly helped me overcome the lack of progression that I was experiencing. You definitely want to always be progressing, okay? You want to be getting better every single day, but the only way to get better is by doing, not just by watching, okay? You need to be doing. You could be, a great analogy for this is, and I don't want to go on for too much longer, but a great analogy for this, guys, is for skateboarding, you know? I was the same way with skateboarding. I used to watch videos about how to ollie, how to kickflip, how to tray flip, how to 50-50, how to do all these tricks, and you know, I kept watching them because I thought that I would learn this secret, just this little secret that would teach me exactly what I needed to learn. And you know what, guys? None of it worked. The only thing that worked is when I went out there to the skate park and I spent, you know, 2-3 hours literally just practicing that trick, trying to get myself to not be scared, to trying to get myself to maybe just ollie onto a ledge normally before actually like committing to riding and doing it. Like, it took that effort of me actually going out there and doing the thing that I was trying to learn to really learn, okay? And that is what I want you to get out of this video, guys. Use that same analogy, apply it to your dropshipping journey, and trust me, you will 10x your progress, I promise you. So please take that into account. Let's start that Take Action Challenge today. Be a part of it. I'll keep encouraging you guys to take action. And that is all I have for today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoy the content. Make sure you subscribe and tune in for tomorrow's video, because I am on the daily content grind. You guys already know. And if you haven't joined the Facebook group yet, make sure you do. There's a lot of valuable content in there already. People posting their screenshots of their progress, people sharing their experiences, sharing their mistakes, their successes, their failures. It's an amazing environment to be in, and you definitely have to be a part of it. And also, I am in there trying to be as active as possible, answering people's questions. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Tune in for tomorrow's video, and I'll see you then. Peace out.